In The Mandalorian Season 2, Boba Fett kicks stormtrooper ass wholesale. We see him use his entire arsenal on them, and they just don't stand a chance. Soon after, he makes them look weaker than a stormtrooper with bad aim. Wait, yeah, they run away to their transports and take off. In a quick action, Boba uses the last of his arsenal to dispatch the retreating stormtroopers. When Din Djarin tells him good shot, Boba Fett replies, I was aiming for the other one. Soon after, Boba Fett pilots the Slave One into the atmosphere to get a better look at who took the child Grogu. And he sees. With a sense of urgency in his voice, he exclaims, they're back. The Empire is back. But wait, didn't he work for the Empire for a time? Well, I have a theory. Today, on Star Wars Fanatic. If you're new to my channel, look at the subscribe button, then tap it and the notification bell to stay up to date when I upload new Star Wars content, which I do 2 to 5 days a week. Also, hit the like button with the same finger you tap the subscribe button with, and show your love and support for this channel. Now, let's get on with the theory. When Boba Fett arrived on the scene in The Mandalorian Season 2, we had not seen any other new Boba Fett content up to that point. So, as far as we knew, he had worked for Darth Vader and the Empire during the height of the Imperial power. He tracked Han Solo and company to Cloud City. He was the only one to speak to Darth Vader in such a tone that it would have got anyone else choked out. He seemed content with being on the Empire's retainer. They paid well and had plenty of work for him. He was even the one responsible for telling Darth Vader of Luke Skywalker, after the first Death Star was destroyed. So yes, he had done a lot of work for Vader and the Empire. They lined his pockets, and he honed his skills through them. Yet now, he seems upset of their return. First, let's look at something that may have been missed. In order for Boba Fett to know the Empire was back, he had to have known of their absence. In other words, Boba Fett had to have known about the defeat of the Empire. Of course, he did travel to Tython while tracking Din Djarin. So that means Boba Fett may not have been as cut off from the rest of the galaxy as we had thought, even though he looks like he was rescued by Lothcats. Anyway, back to the story. So we discussed how Boba Fett was comfortable working for the Empire, yet he looked visibly upset at the return of the Empire in The Mandalorian, to the point that it even crossed my mind that he was a changed man. But wait, he is a changed man. Not only the paint on his armor, but in his actions. Boba Fett entered the scene and helped fight the stormtroopers before a deal was struck with Din Djarin. Boba was helping Mando. He had a ship and could have left. Instead, we see him do things we had only read about previously. It isn't in Boba Fett's character to help others in need. However, we see it twice in The Mandalorian. In this scene where he is helping Din Djarin against the Empire, and when he saves Fennec Shand. We can come up with a logical explanation for his healing of Fennec Shand. He needed someone to help him take Jabba's palace, and she was a deadly shot. As far as we know, I'm still holding on to my theory that they knew each other long before this moment. But why did he help Din Djarin against the Empire? I mentioned before that he seemed content with working for Darth Vader and the Empire. They lined his pockets, but was that really the case? If you have read the War of the Bounty Hunters crossover event, you'll know it isn't the case at all. Boba Fett actually despises Vader and the Empire. But he works for them because he knows he will get paid, and not answering a call from Vader means Vader will hunt him down. When Darth Vader calls, you answer. This would explain why Boba Fett talks to Vader in the tone we see in The Empire Strikes Back. He has nothing but contempt for Darth Vader. Although it doesn't account for why Vader allows him to talk to him that way without choking him. But with all this said, if Boba Fett were planning to continue his bounty hunting, wouldn't he be a little less concerned the Empire is back? He was around during the days of the Republic, before the rise of the Empire, and he knows the new Republic would most likely be modeled after the previous government. And that government didn't use bounty hunters. The Empire not only monitored bounty hunting, but they also used bounty hunters regularly. Whatever the case, we got to see Boba Fett do what we only read about in the old Legends tales. I feel like the book of Boba Fett is going to show us more of that. and December is going to be the best time to be a Star Wars, well, rather a Boba Fett fan in particular. It's just something I was thinking about the other day, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to discuss it with you. And if you are new here, please don't forget to slap that subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date on all my Boba Fett, Mandalorian, and general Star Wars theories and discussions. Also, hit the like button to show your love for what I do here. Thank you for watching, and remember, this is the way. The only way.